Hello everyone, and welcome to the first video in my Gold Award ASL video series. Today we're going to start by learning one of the basic types of sign language, fingerspelling. For any of you who are brand new beginners, you may be wondering, what is fingerspelling? And my answer to you is that it is exactly what its name suggests, as we are spelling out words and phrases by using our fingers. Fingerspelling can be used to indicate the names of people or places for which there is no actual sign. Today, we're going to learn how to sign the alphabet. Let's get started. For our first letter A, we're going to make a fist with our hand, but our thumb is going to be next to our pointer finger. To go straight to the letter, we can put our 4 other fingers down to our palm, and then we can squeeze our thumb next to our fist. So this is how we make the letter A. Next is B. When making a B, we start by holding our hand straight up. Then we can press all of our fingers together and move our thumb to the center of our palm. And that's the letter B. Now let's learn C. For C, all we need to do is curve our hand so that it looks like the letter. It's as simple as that. D is next. For this letter, we push our thumb and our last 3 fingers together, leaving our pointer finger straight up. If you're right-handed, like me, you can check to see that you've done it correctly by turning your hand slightly. You should see that your fingers form a lowercase d. For E, we're going to do a similar motion to what we learned for the letter A. We start by putting our 4 fingers down to our palm, but instead of leaving our thumb on the side, we bring it to the center of the hand as well. Your thumb shouldn't be on top of your other fingers, but slightly below them. Great job! F is a very simple sign. All we have to do is touch our pointer finger to our thumb. And that's the letter F. Next, we have G. To make this letter, point to the direction opposite of your dominant hand. The back side of your hand should be facing the person you're talking to. From your perspective, your hand should look something like this. And that's the letter G. H is almost identical to G. All we have to do is add our middle finger next to our pointer finger, and we have the letter H. For the letter I, make a fist with your hand and stick your pinky up in the air. Just like that. Using the same hand positioning, we can make the letter J. Move your hand in a downward scooping motion as if you're drawing the letter J in the air with your pinky. Just like that, we can sign the letter J. Now it's time for K. Hold up 2 fingers in the air and place your thumb in between them. All you have to do is turn your hand to the side, and there you have the letter K. For L, put your last 3 fingers on your palm, leaving your thumb and your pointer finger in their normal positions. And just like that, you have the letter L. Let's move on to M. For this letter, it looks very similar to the closed fist that we made for several other letters, but to make an M, we move our thumb so that it sits in between our pinky and ring finger. That's it. N is very similar to M. Simply move your thumb so that it sits between your middle and ring finger. And that's the letter N. We can make the letter O by making a circle with our hand. All we have to do is round our fingers to connect to our thumb. It looks a lot like the sign we did for C, but our fingers should now be touching. P has the same sign as K, but at a different angle. So let's start by making our K again. And to make a P, all we have to do is tilt our fingers so that they point downward. And that's the letter P. For Q, we can use our sign for P to get the angle for the letter. Once you make the sign for P, simply move your middle finger so that your pointer and thumb are left. Now make your thumb almost parallel to your pointer finger, and it should look like you're about to pick something up. So this is our sign for Q. R is a very simple sign. We can start by making a peace sign with our hands, and then all we have to do is cross our middle and pointer fingers like that. And that's the letter R. Now it's time for S. For this letter, all we have to do is just make a fist with our hands, with our thumb at the front. And that's the letter S. T has the same general idea as the letters M and N. This time, our thumb is going to be put in between our pointer and middle finger, just like that. Now let's make the letter U. All we have to do is put our pointer and middle fingers up to the sky, just like that. V is very similar to U, but instead of our two fingers touching, they should be separated so that they form a V. We can add on to our V now to make a W. All we need to do is add our ring finger, and it should look like we made a W on our dominant hand. That's our letter W. To make an X, we can take our sign for S and move our pointer finger up in the air. And next, if we curl our finger and make a hook-like shape, then we have the letter X. For Y, we can start making the sign for A, but instead of having our fist closed like this, we're going to stick out our thumb and our pinky finger. And that's our letter Y. And now it's time to learn the last letter of the alphabet, Z. All we have to do is take our pointer finger and draw the letter in the air. That's it. Let's take everything we learned and practice the entire alphabet together. Ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now that you've learned how to fingerspell the alphabet, you can sign so many things. For example, you can sign your own name. Pause the video now to try it on your own. Great work today. That's all for this video, but make sure to keep practicing. Stay safe, stay kind, and stay amazing. I'll see you next time.